Yeah, I got a gay ex-husband. Do you? No? It's good. It's good. People always say to me, how did you not know? We were having a lot of sex. How the hell did I know he was fantasizing about the waiter at Olive Garden? I think the thing is, though, I have no gaydar. Because, honestly, the handwriting was on the wall. Shortly after we were married, we both agreed to give each other one free pass. Should the, celebrity of our dreams want to have sex with us? He picked Cher. And I picked Bruce Jenner. Peter had opinions about my hair, my makeup, my clothes. He especially liked me in very high heels, which later I found out is a phallic symbol. So now he's gay, and I got bunions. When we were doing The Nanny, everybody said that I was a gay icon, but when Peter came out, that's when I was elevated to Judy Garland status. Needless to say, we split up, but are happily divorced. So there I was, single, ready to mingle, and as fate would have it, I get diagnosed with cancer. Can you believe it took me 2 years and 8 doctors to get a proper diagnosis with uterine cancer? I got in the stirrups more times than Django. And every doctor had a different solution for my symptoms. Leg pain, drink gin and tonics before going to bed. Stool change, stop eating so much spinach. Hard breasts, you got the tits of an 18-year-old. Which I do, by the way. But there I was with perky breasts in need of roughage, going to bed sloshed in some vain attempt to cure myself. Doctor number 8 said, you need an endometrial biopsy. But doctor number 1 said I was too young for that. And I didn't ask what it's for, because I was just so thrilled to be too young for anything. 3 days later, they said I had cancer and I needed a hysterectomy. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. When I came home from the hospital, I was so depressed and so weak. I remember looking at myself in front of the mirror naked at my misshapen, swollen, black and blue abdomen, wondering, who is this woman in the reflection? I had always been everyone else's caregiver. I was the stalker. I was the superwoman. Well, it just so happens, on that day, Cousin Susan was coming for lunch. Mom prepared a beautiful spread, and we all sat around the dining room table to eat. Susan was talking a mile a minute, and suddenly, she starts choking on her food. Well, I immediately jumped to my feet, got behind her, and started doing the Heimlich maneuver. My dad, who rarely comes up for air when there's food placed in front of him, suddenly said, she's choking. And my mom, in a voice not unlike my own, says, don't rip your stitches. Every time I did the maneuver, Cousin Susan's glass of white wine, which she still had in her hand, went splashing across the room. When suddenly, miraculously, this tiny piece of regurgitated poultry pops out of her mouth and lands on the floor. Well, we all gathered around to look at it. Mom bent down with a big white napkin and picked it up and said, it's not even that big. And Cousin Susan, still gasping for breath, said, Fran, you saved my life. And I really did save her life. But in an unexpected way, on that day, Cousin Susan saved mine, because that was the moment I was beginning to feel like my old self again. Fast forward, I'm a survivor. I found it. I founded cancerschmancer.org. I'm middle-aged, I'm single, and I'm ready to date again. I find myself in bed with a younger guy. Out of the blue, the dude says to me, "When did you quit smoking?" And I'm thinking, that's a funny thing to say. Then it occurs to me, he's looking at my estrogen patch and thinking it's for nicotine. Now I'm wondering, what's more of a turnoff, smoking or menopause? So I say to him, it's only been 3 months and it's very hard. We had great sex, then he jumped on a skateboard and never saw him again. Oh, I'll tell you, this whole aging thing is for the birds. Yesterday, I could not remember the word asparagus. Now, when I couldn't remember a word when I was in my 40s, I would joke about it and say, I'm having a senior moment. Now it's no joke. And that's not the worst of it. All of a sudden, my rings don't fit. My shoes are tight. So my girlfriend says to me, oh, well, you know, parts of your body keep growing as you get older. Wait a minute, what? Yeah, didn't you know? Your hands, your feet, your nose, your ears, they all keep getting bigger as you age. That's sexy. Because, you know, there's a million guys out there wanting to sleep with a hobbit. Oh, I could kill Peter for turning gay. Meanwhile, neither of us have anyone. Watch, we'll end up back together. And should we ever want to have sex, we only have to hire one guy. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good night.
Carole Montgomery is a boss in my book because she's been around as long as I have.
I'm not a woman in comedy. I'm a human being in comedy. I never realized I was a woman until I walked into a comedy club to audition, and all the male comics were just looking at me like, well, who's this? You know what? I don't have to prove to you how big my dick is. It's bigger than all of yours. I'm back, Brooklyn. I recently turned 60 a few months ago, and thank you. Thank you very much. And I know the young women are in the crowd. They're looking like, wow, you look so good for your age. And what's the skin regimen? You know, semen. Yes. As much as you can. See, every guy with a date right now just looked at the woman and went, I told you. But I gotta tell you, so in show business, you're not supposed to talk about your age. But you know what? Fuck that. I'm talking about my age. You know why? Thank you. Thank you. Because this is 60, people. This is what a 60-year-old woman looks like, okay? This is my real face. These are my real tits. I'm wearing shapewear, though, because I have a muffin top. And I don't want to kill the 12-year-old that's right here in the front row, so. But, you know, I remember when a woman turned 60 when I was younger, that was when maybe they got a little nip and tuck, right? Now women are doing this in their 30s. Isn't that fucked up? Yes. And you know what it is? It's this celebrity-driven culture we live in. In fact, I blame the biggest celebrity of all time for this shit. I blame Madonna. She's had work done, people. She's my age, and she's Italian. She should have a full fucking beard by now. Please. So I know it's a mixed crowd. I want to see. So where are my people? 50 and up. Clap if you're 50 and up. Yes. Okay, good. Nice. Where are the 30s and 40s? Where are the 20s? Shut the fuck up. You notice something? There's more older people than that. I say we kill them and drink their blood. How old are you, young lady?
22.
God bless you. I have bras older than you little bitch. But it's okay. You're adorable. You're adorable. Can I give you advice, though? Okay. If you think your parents fucked you up mentally, wait till genetics come into play. See, I look good on the outside. My insides are falling to shit. My insides look like the end of Avengers Infinity War. All dust. And really what I mean by that is, okay, so all the women know what the Kegel muscle is, correct? Okay, right, yeah, you're all squeezing it right now, aren't you? Yeah, it's okay. The Kegel muscle is the muscles of the pelvic wall. They keep everything up. And when you have a child, they tell you to do your Kegels, which I did all those years ago. He didn't tell me I had to do them the rest of my life. You know what happens when you turn 60 and you don't do your Kegels? Things start to fall out of your fucking vagina. I found a watch in an old map of LA. And a beta tape of Miami Vice. I don't know what that was doing up there. I just don't know really why that was up there. So beautiful. So jealous. So perky, you're moist. God. Like the Sahara Desert down there, people. Tumbleweeds go by my pussy. It looks like a spaghetti western, so... But that's not the worst part of aging. Here's the worst part. Every time I sneeze, I pee. Yeah. That's the only time I get wet is when I'm sneezing on myself. My husband wants to get me in the mood. He throws pepper in my face. Enjoy 22. But here's the deal, okay? It sucks when they get older too, right, sir? Have your balls fall again? You know they fall twice, right? They fall when they're 13, bing, adorable. But they fall again at 50, it's like boom. So the day my husband turns 50, I hear him in the bathroom and he's yelling for me, Carole, something's tugging from behind. I walked in, I'm like, honey, you were Swifferying the bathroom floor with your nuts. So you gotta picture this. So his balls are down here. My tits are down there. When we fuck, you could poke an eye out. One time we killed the dog in the neighbor's yard. And just for the young people, old people fuck, so get over it, okay? Right, old people, are we still having sex? Some of you can't raise your hand because you're so tired. I get it, all right. The difference between like young people sex and old people sex is that young people have stamina, so you can go for hours, 4 or 5 hours. Not old people. 4 or 5 minutes, we're done. You do 10 minutes, you could die. You do 20 and it's humid, you're like, I have a cramp. I need a banana. Not your penis. I need a real fucking banana, asshole. A real one. You can't even use oils. You could slip off the bed and break a fucking hip. You can't do that shit. Because you just look better when you're young. So when young people are having sex, they glisten, you know? Rainbows shoot out of their ass. It's, well, Skittles, because they're young. But when old people have sex, it's ugly. Let's just be honest, okay? You're sweating, and the makeup is running, and the pussy farts are happening. That's always embarrassing, isn't it? It's always right before you come, you're like, oh, baby. What was that? Then the penis falls out, you have to put it back in. Right? We do. This is all stuff you're learning, honey. You're learning. We have to put it back in. You can't let the fucking men put it back in, because they're delirious while they're fucking. They don't know what the hell's going on. Their dick falls out like, it's cold out, put it in somewhere. Don't let him put it back. No, what he says, do not do it. And guys, we will fall for that shit once. You know what I'm talking about, because it falls out and the guy goes, let me do it, and you're like, all right, honey, wrong one. Wrong one! Now, I gotta tell you, I've been married for almost 40 years, and every anniversary, my husband goes, hey, baby, some tequila? What part of fucking no did you not get there? It is never happening to me. The day my husband gets to do that to me is the day I get to strap one on and give it right back to him. That's what I say. Say my name, bitch. Let me pull your hair. Woo! See? The women love that joke, right? Yeah. Every man's asshole just went. I gotta tell you, the best thing about aging, I have to say, about being 60 now is I don't have to worry about getting pregnant anymore, because like I mentioned, there's dust, nothing there. I was so paranoid when I was young, because I didn't want to get pregnant, so I was using the diaphragm, I was on the pill, I wrapped my husband's dick in a fucking hefty bag, I mean, whatever I had to do. And I used to use the diaphragm, and this is where I really age myself, because the older women know what the diaphragm is, correct? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. The young women are like, is that like a BlackBerry? Are there apps on the diaphragm? Can I get to Facebook on the diaphragm? Nope, just MySpace. For the young people that don't know what the diaphragm is, it's a round rubber device that the woman puts inside of her. It acts as like a force field for sperm if there's any Trekkies in the room. Yeah, who am I kidding? Trekkies don't get laid. Okay, stop. So anyway. But it's very big, and the place you need to put it in is very small. So to get it inside you, you kind of have to know origami. So follow me. You got one leg on the tub. Try to do the origami. By the time you actually get it inside you, you don't have to fuck anymore. You've been playing with yourself for 40 minutes. You walk out of the bathroom going, I'm good, honey, I'm going to bed. Magazines are under the counter, I love you. No one uses the diaphragm anymore. I think they should retire the diaphragm, put it somewhere nice, like the Smithsonian. Right? Next time you're in D.C., you're walking through the Smithsonian. Look at the ancient feminist artifact. Oh, look, right next to the hairy vagina. I'm not even gonna fucking ask you. Now, I don't know if the older women know what's going on with the younger women, but all the younger women are shaving their shit. Okay? Who's doing that? Look at her. We're waxing. We don't shave. How bourgeois. My husband years ago wanted me to shave into a little heart. And I was like, tie your dick into a square knot first. So after it grew back, of course I did it. I spent the entire week going, this is so fucking stupid. I didn't mean to touch myself in front of you, honey. I'm so sorry. Send me the therapy bill. So anyway, but I asked this young lady, I said to her, I said, I want to know, it's not a put down, I just want to know why you do that. And she says, it's prettier and it's cleaner to do it that way. I said, I understand, because you're like 23 years old. If I did it as a 60-year-old woman, it would look like a really sad basset hound. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. You've been amazing. Thank you.